Today what we are going to see is how to create a dynamic web project in Eclipse. Okay, so go to File, New, you do it together with me. Dynamic web project. Let me give a name for the project, demo project. In which location you want. Basically it shows the workspace location. The next step is to add the target runtime. Already we have added Apache Tomcat, so it will be shown. If you don't want to use the server, you can click here and you can select any other server you want. So in this workspace I am having Apache Tomcat only. If I want to add a new server, go to new runtime and you can select the other server you want. Basically we will be doing our web application both in 6.0 and 7.0. I will explain both. So now, as of now, we will do it with Apache Tomcat 6. The servlet version is 2.5. Rest of the things you can leave it as such. Click next. So this is SRC. So this is the place where you are going to have the Java classes. And the class files after compilation will go and sit inside build/classes folder. Click next. And the context root is demo project. See, as I told you earlier, whenever you are going to run your application, the project name is going to be demo project. That is the root name, just like similar to your gmail.com. So this is going to be your context root name. Content directory, where you are going to add your JSP pages, your HTML pages, where webinf is going to sit. Everything is inside web content. And you need web.xml deployment descriptor since you are going to work with Apache Tomcat 6. And click finish. Have you done till this part? Okay, I will wait. So open your demo project, select web content, right click, new JSP file. So the name of my JSP file is index.jsp. Okay. Then click next. So by default it comes with a template. We can use the existing template and click finish. So what is the next step? The next step is like you'll have to create a form inside this body tag. Angle bracket, form, action is equal to. So we are going to create an action, login servlet. So let me give the dummy name as login. What is the default method? The default method is get method. So I am not going to write that. So inside the form tag, I have to create one text field which is name. Name. Already I told you, like we are going to use type equal to text because it is the text field, and name equal to username. Then I need a submit button. Input type equal to submit. Value is equal to submit query. What is the click here? Whatever you want, you can just have it. So these are the lines which you need to write now. form action is equal to login, name input type equal to text, name equal to username. And you are clicking, you are typing a submit button also. I'll just send it in this chat. This program, as and when I'm doing, you can do it. Then after that, you'll have to do an application all by yourself. After copying it, just message me. Yeah. So the next step is we need to create a servlet. So how to create a servlet? Open SRC. Right click. New servlet. Let me give a package name. com.training. Let me give a class name also. So the class name what I want to give is login or login servlet. Click next. The name of the servlet is login servlet, which you know already. Select the URL mapping. Whatever name you have given here in action equal to login, that name must match. Okay. Select it. Edit. Let me change the name of login servlet to login. Click OK. Click next. So by default, few methods are selected. That is do get and do post are selected. So let us have the same methods. Let us not change anything here. These are the methods from HTTP servlet and click finish. Message me once you have done this. Good. Now what we are going to do is, so what is the default method? The default method is get method. So open get method. Inside this, first thing is you'll have to write response dot set content type. That is text/HTML. Then I need an out object. I need a print writer object with the help of which I am going to print the details. So let me write print writer class. Print writer is from IO package, so you need to import it. Response dot get writer. So it is showing an error, you can see it because it is not imported. Click this and import print writer. So I have set the content type for my response page. That is the final HTML page or final output as HTML, and I need an out to print the values in the browser. So what is the next step? I have to get the values from the front end. String name equal to, I have to retrieve it from the request. So request dot get parameter. This get parameter, inside the brackets, what you have to give? You will have to give the name of your form field. Let me open index.jsp. Select the name what you have got. It is highly case sensitive, so you have to be careful. I'm opening login servlet again within double quotes. So the value is saved in name. What is the next step? I need to print it. I am not going to use a JSP to print these values now. Initially, let us embed HTML in the servlet itself. Out.print welcome plus name. And few more lines. It is not mandatory, but of course let us follow the practice. Print within double quotes, angle bracket, HTML body tag. The same thing I need to copy paste it at the last line also. That's it. So what I have done, I am just doing request.get parameter of username. It is stored in a variable name and I am trying to print that name. So once it is done, you save it. It is getting compiled. And if you want to see the class files, you cannot see it inside build folder. You'll have to go to window, show view, navigator. There you can see the class file, login servlet.class file. Here. Where is my build classes, training, login servlet.class file. So what is the next step? I will have to run this application. So since my first page is index.jsp, no issues. I can run it directly. Anyhow, I will open web.inf. Let us have a look in web.xml. In web.xml, you can see login is the URL pattern which is coming from the front end. The name of the servlet is servlet name login servlet. Automatically it will go to the servlet with the name login servlet and it will go to the corresponding class com.training. That particular class file. So once this is done, what is the next step? I hope you have written it. If you want, I will just pass it also. Now the next step is you need to run this application. Select your project, right click, run as, run on server and click finish. You can see the application has started. Just enter a name and click submit. Welcome Priya.